Cop and a Half is an enjoyable film. I maybe didn't like it as much as I wanted to, but I still thought it was a decent experience. This was released in 1993. It's directed by Henry Winkler. It's written by Arne Olsen, and we have a cast including Burt Reynolds, Norman D. Golden II, Ray Sharkey, Ruby D, Holland Taylor. Great cast, really great performances, and in general, it's a decent narrative. I did like it. A young boy, Devon, witnesses a crime, and he has to help the police, but he does so if they allow him to become an honorary cop. And he is, I guess, our half a cop, if you like. And it's a sweet story. It's a fun narrative. It works really well. It flows well. The pacing is good. The narrative is absolutely fine. But for me, it was more about the characters and the interactions between Devon and Detective McKenna, Nick McKenna. I thought the interactions there were really great, and I really enjoyed watching them together. I thought the performances were very good. It's not as funny as I expected. I feel like it had a lot of potential to be quite funny, and for me, most of the comedy came from Devon and his attitude and his personality. I really, really loved that a lot. So I enjoyed a lot of this film. I wouldn't say it completely lived up to my expectations, but there was enough in this that I thought it was a fun story. With regards to solving the crime, I guess I was interested in that. For me, that wasn't the driving force. For me, it was more about the characters and their personalities. But the main narrative is still interesting. I don't have any complaints about that at all. I'd say it's a very easy watch. So if you like cop-based shows and mysteries like that, but you're not looking for something too heavy or too intense, then it could be a fun comedic watch with some really great characters, really great performances, and ultimately, it's a lot of fun. As I said, it maybe wasn't as fun as I expected or wanted. I don't really know why I would expect it to be, as I hadn't really heard that much about it, to be honest. For context, it has 4.2 out of 10 on IMDb across 9.4 thousand reviews and ratings. That's a lot lower than I would give it. I'd say 6 out of 10 if I don't really give star ratings, but if I were, based on what IMDb typically gives, I'd say 6 out of 10 for me. So I don't think it's a bad film at all. But as I said, wasn't quite as good. I don't think it quite met its potential, but nevertheless, Cop and a Half was still a good experience, a decent narrative, great characters and performances. Ultimately, it was fun, and if you're looking for an easy watch, then I'd say it's definitely worth checking out. I am aware that there is also Cop and a Half New Recruit, which was released in 2017, and I will be checking that out at some point. I'm not sure if it's streaming or anything, or if I need to rent it or maybe get the DVD. I will look into that. But for now, I'm pleased to say that Cop and a Half was ultimately a pretty decent film. And if you've been curious about it, or if this is the first time you've considered watching it, then I'd say it's definitely worth checking out.